Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. I am your host, Rob, and I hope you are all having a brilliant Mother's Day. I hope it's going well for all of you. I hope you're treating your mother right, and all of that good stuff. And I hope you're just having a good day. But, now going off of that, for what we're looking at today, well, it's going to be a bit special, so it is. It is the Netflix limited edition War for Cybertron Earthrise Quintuson Soldier. God damn, this thing looks pretty, doesn't it? Ah. Now he's out of the box, let's have a look at said box. So, let's just adjust the camera here. So, looking at the front of the box, it's quite good, so it is. I mean, you get to see the inside, you get to see the Quintuson insignia here, and all sorts. You get to see Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Quintuson Diosaur Army Droid. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that name. I am rubbish for those things. From the side, hang on. Look proud over here, man. Look proud over here. Over here, we've got a lovely bit of artwork here, done in a black, white, and red, with the golden disc in the center and all the other lads and ladesses around. Netflix, so you know it's a limited edition original. Going to the back, as here. Product shots, robot mode, vehicle mode, Quintuson logo. Tons of crap that we don't need to look at. Again, to the side, Quintuson droid with the Quintuson logo. Looking all angry. Yeah. At the front again, down to the back, crap that we don't need to look at. At the top, Transformers, the logo. More than meets the eye. And I believe that is all for the box. Now, looking at the actual figure here, the Quintuson droid, take a closer look. He looks brilliant, so he does. He is just a repaint of the Ironhide model that they had in the previous runs, but hey, I don't care, this dude looks brilliant. I mean, you've got the dry brushing on the arms, with the silver here, on the black and such what. Like, it just looks brilliant, so it does. Very nice. No, and again, that's on both of the arms, so that is. Both of the arms looking lovely. Going up through here to the shoulders, it's like not as much of dry brushing, more it's like a light dusting of dark shading, dry brush strokes of more, but like not as this dry, if that makes sense. But hey, it looks all good. It all is tidy, clean. It's all in its zone so far. So it is. Going up from here to the head, it's same head mold, but I do like the black domed helmet with this like thin going top. I mean, it would have been nice to see some other colors on the helmet part, but hang on, let me just give you a better look actually. The head here. But there you go. But now I see like the head, lovely looking. Wish there was some other colors, like maybe color going along the fin here and such what. I mean, we nitpick, but it looks good, so it does. Going to the face, lovely sculpt, clear lips, clear, pointy, polygonal nose, and he's got one hell of a chin. And his eyes are lovely painted, very bright. You can clearly see them, not lost whatsoever. So it is. It is good. Damn good. So it is. Going down to the chest here, You might not be able to see it as much, but there's like flicks of black paint on the chest. So it is. On the windscreen and such what, going to the side of it, you can see more of it here, going down and such what, and across, and here's the lime green quintuson logo, printed on lovely, all nicely done. Going down from there, get some extra detailing here. Sort of not what I would call dry brushing here, but more strokes, just strokes of like a mixture of black and silver this time, unlike with the arms here, where it looks like it's dry brushed. Here it looks more like it's just strokes on, so it is. But it doesn't look too bad. Sort of works with it, so it does. And going from there down to the waist, to the legs, and such what. For the upper legs here, it's unpainted grey plastic, which is okay. Less paint, you know how it is. Don't have to worry about chipping and such. With just this guy does not chip paint whatsoever. This dude's very strong painted. Lovely. Going down to the legs, same thing with the arms, so it is, but in bigger quantities. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Scraped up. Sort of shows that this dude's been thrown quite a lot at some wars. So he has. Lovely, lovely. So it is. As well as for the sides here. Nice. You might notice that the wheels look very plain. So they do. But you can, if you want to add some like silver color to it, or any color if you want, that's up to your own decision. But yeah, wheels, they're good. Same thing for up top here. Good, all good. To the feet, it's more shaded. So it is, the feet here. I mean, it's got lovely detail all around the foot, so it is. But it's just, it's more shaded instead of having it like dry brushed or making it look scuffed like this. Because, I mean, for the feet, you would think the scuffedness would be more at the feet. So it is. But I guess not. But hey, it looks okay. And on the underside here, we got what looks like thruster detail. So it is, and a port. So yeah, you could make this dude look like he's flying with jet thrusters coming out of his feet. So that's nice. Turning him around from the back, he's quite good. No real dominant backpack on him, but a peg hole for storage of his weapon, which we will get to. And going down, there's like a wee stand figure butt peg hole here. So you can have him doing some aerial poses and such what. Whoosh. But nah. Very good. I mean, the robot mode does look brilliant. I mean, yeah, it is just a it's not remold nor any of change, just repaint of the Ironhide figure that they did. But I quite like it. I liked it, so I do. Black and scuffed silver. It's a nice combination, so it is. Normally is very nice, so it is. Joint-wise and posability-wise, he's pretty good. So he is. Starting at the head, it's simple ball joint, so you can make him do 360 and all that. The head looks up that far, looks down that far with the head, so you can't really look up nor down, but when you're this type of guy, looking up and down is not your concern. It's more looking what's ahead of you and making sure you don't see it ever again. So that's there. For arms, you can do this. He's got a hinge here to make it where he can lift out, and there is a hinge here that helps with some extra movement of the arm here, but that's more for transformation, so it is. Rotation here at the arm, held in by a mushroom peg, so it is. So, good old the 360 movement of this. And there's a hinge at the elbow, so you can do a 90 degrees bend here. So, can't touch his shoulders, but still really good. So it is really, really good. And going down to the hand, as wrist articulation wise, he can do this jazz. 360 of a turn for his wrist. No down or up or anything like that. And no finger posability whatsoever. This ain't high-end figures by any means, but hey, it's still pretty good. Oh, sorry. So yeah, and that's the same for the other arm, so it is. Although, this arm here, don't know how I can show this, but it's a bit loose on this arm. His shoulder hinge here, for the outward hinging, it's a bit looser than I would like to say, so it is. I mean, it's most probably just my copy of this thing that's got that, so it's just a me fit problem, it seems, so I wouldn't worry. Your copy of it most probably will be okay and fine, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. So, going down from up here to the waist, he has a very nice, stiff turn here, 360 movement, so he can do. No ab crunch by any means. I mean, unless you can do this with his hips. I mean, I don't know if you would count that as a crunch, but whatever works for you, I guess. From that, we do go on with the hips, outward movement, and two swivels, one at the bit here and one here. So you got good amount of turn action there. Knee bend at about that much. Can't do one knee by any means, because he just falls over. I mean, if you finical with it a bit more, you most probably can make him do a kneeling pose, but I can't do that right now. But yeah, you can most probably do it. I wouldn't worry. So, going down to the feet, he's got good hinge, like frig me, that is ridiculously good hinge right there. See that? I mean, this dude's breaking his ankles at this point. Just, unfortunately, there's no front hinge that can let him put his foot down and up or anything like that. But hey, when you've got a hinge that can effectively allow you to do something crazy like this, I mean, I don't see why you'd be complaining. I mean, you can get some good action poses with that amount of ankle posability, so you could. Very nice. Very nice. Let's have a look at this lad's weapon. His weapon. Now, his weapon it's a 6-missiled rocket launcher, so it is. 6 green-tipped missiles, so it is. And it looks pretty neat, so it does. It's got good wiring detail throughout, and it has a lovely bit of... And I like the paint on it where it's burnt black at the barrel, and it fades more into the cleaner grey metal of the rest of the weapon. Looks pretty neat, so it does. And making the dude hold it, it's just simply a very simple peg in the hand type situation. Just simply peg it in there, and boom, there you go. Your man's fully armed with a rocket launcher. But it's not all. This thing does have a second mode, and you most probably know it from the Ironhide figure coming, because it's the same weapon that the Ironhide figure would come with, just painted a slight bit different, so it is. But to get it into its other mode, grab it here, bend it down, and you've got a hammer that has missiles in it. So you can hit people with missiles. Missile hammering. Sounds pretty neat. And you can have him hold it like this at the base, the bottom. Give it for that extra bit of range. Or have it up here for a bit more of a full-on punch missiles, missile punching. I just like it. It's neat. I like the concept of it. Gives me vibes of the show Ruby. If you know what that is, you understand what I'm going with this. The fact that his weapon has two alternate modes, range and melee. But yeah, very bloody neat. Brilliant. I like it. So yeah. So, let's get into the transformation for this lad. Starting it off, first things first, you want to take the chest, put your thumb here, and pull, bring it down. It's connected by this double hinge here. You want to straighten it out like that. Yeah, like that. Have it down like that. Take his noggin, bring it down like this. It'll unclip. Bring it down, slam it in there, and that's good. Now, go to the back. His wee exhaust pipey looking thing here. Hang on, let me just... Yeah. These exhausty pipey looking things here. You want to take two fingers, bring them like this, and pull. They are clipped. They sort of peg into the back. You want to into the shoulder, bring it back, and like this. That's good. Then after that, take the arms, bring them out like this, and then swivel them. Turn them there. Make it where the portholes here, face you, and then bring it up to this. And then you see there's a grey peg on his arm, this arm, and you want to line it up with this hole here. You want to just do that, give it a good old squeeze. So you do. Yeah. You can leave the hands the way they are, they're perfectly fine. So, after that, you close the front panel, like that, and then grab it by here, and you want to turn it, because there's like a turn bit, there's a swivel here in the middle of his torso that allows his this entire bit to turn. Take the front bit, which is going to be the front bumper, and clip it in there so it's locked into place. So it would look like that. And then, going from the front to the back, you want to first take the legs, flip these panels front, both of them. Spread the legs. And the panel here, this panel here, sort of pegs into the leg. Just want to flip it open like this for both. And you want to line it up, the legs. You want to line up with this peg here. Don't know if you can see that because it's all black. Yeah, this peg here to a hole that should be parallel to it. Here it is, somewhere here. Yeah, here. Just want to give it a good squeeze, and then using the hinges all here throughout his legs, you want to bend it down and have these panels here cover up the fists. You want to just give it a squeeze to make sure everything's in. And then these panels here, they've got a peg in them right there. You're going to put in here. There's a wee hole there. You want to just in there for both. Give it a squeeze. And this is the Quintuson droid full transformed mode. So, this is what he looks like in his, what I would like to call his armored van mode. So it would be all the paint that was in the robot mode, all the stuff makes it, transfers to the vehicle mode perfectly. It makes it look like it had tons of crud thrown at it. You know, tons of bullets, ran for a few explosions, most probably ran into a few things. Lovely, so it is. And it rolls very nicely. Wheels not too stiff, very loose, rubber goose, lovely goodness. As for the weapon, for where you can store it in vehicle mode, you'll see on there's like 4 ports here that you get the pick of, and in the thing's rocket launcher mode, use the bomb peg here and plug it into any one of the portholes. You can have it like that into there. Goddamn thing looks brilliant, so it does. Have it as like a armored vehicle patrolling in, going through streets or just canyons, looking for things, surveying and such what. Oh, it looks brilliant, so it does. Looks brilliant. So, this has been my thoughts on the War for Cybertron Netflix Limited Edition Transformers Quintuson Droid. If you can pick this lad up, I heavily recommend it because he would make great for army building and such what. And all around he looks pretty good. Big old brute looking thing. Heavy warrior fighter, so he is. So, I mean, if you can pick it up in any toy store, and hey, if you can find it on the internet for maybe a cheaper price, go straight ahead. Although I doubt because he's limited edition, but hey, whatever you can do, you do. But hey, this has been my review of this character. I hope you've enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe, and if you can please comment, I do want to have feedback. But anyway, thank you, good night, see you maybe next time.